We entertained ourselves with board games. He will fix the broken chair. We will have a picnic in the park. We have traveled to many different countries. He has been reading for hours. If it's sunny tomorrow, we can have a picnic. How incredible! We lived in a small apartment. This pizza tastes better than the one we ate last week. Much obliged. The coffee is too hot to drink immediately. We will leave the house as soon as we finish packing. The book I lost was my favorite book. They rode their bikes in the park. If you turn off the lights, we save energy. Students practice speaking English. When it rains, I like to stay home and read a book. If you want to lose weight, eat healthy foods. They didn't watch the football game, did they? If they don't hurry, they'll miss the movie. The hummingbird is the smallest bird in the world. You have to be proud of yourself for success. The red dress is more beautiful than the pink one. We must prepare for the presentation. Jenny is cooking dinner for the family. If you work late, you should take a break to rest. The book I read last month was great. If I had a better memory, I would remember people's names. He has been fixing the car since morning. They played video games all night. They clean their rooms every week. The message has been translated into Spanish. I lost my keys again. He doesn't speak Spanish, does he? I wish I had met you earlier. We've known about the party for weeks. We have to finish the report before the deadline. They will go on a journey next summer. Sequoia trees are the tallest trees in the world. Can you lend me some money? Asked. We are going shopping this afternoon. We can't go on vacation if we don't save money. My family goes to work by bus. He did not pass the test because he did not understand the subject. I might try a new recipe for dinner. If it's hot, drink plenty of water to stay hydrated. The students had already left the school when the principal arrived. He could start his own business. We watched a documentary on TV. The error was repeated several times. They watched TV in the evenings. Email replied promptly. I missed the train because I fell asleep. The bus will soon arrive at the stop. She caught herself staring at him. I visited the city where my grandfather was born. I wish I had remembered to call my mother. If you need help, just ask me. I've already finished my homework. We trust our instincts. Do you know the person who lives in that house? Apples are larger than cherries. His computer is very fast. I play football with my friends. He bought himself a present for his birthday. If I see him, I'll tell him you called. We had a cat but it ran away. Would you do ballet? My sister likes to read novels. I had already finished my homework when my friends arrived. It may take some time to finish the project. I read that book and my friends did too. He will be angry if you forget your birthday. The man talking to your mother is my father. The letter was delivered to the wrong address. The house they sold was too small for their family. I understand your point of view. I can attend a dance class. He learned to play the piano. The movie was too scary for me to watch it to the end. We can go shopping after work. We have to go now, right? When we got to the station, the train had left. They are waiting for the bus at the bus stop. If they won the match, they would celebrate. The king cobra is the longest venomous snake. We may have to postpone the trip. You can't buy a car if you don't save money. They said to me, we're going to the beach. He will finish his work ahead of time. If he practices every day, he will improve his skills. They used to go to that restaurant every Friday. He brushes his teeth twice a day. He will play the piano at the concert. She is shopping for new clothes. Did you run in the marathon? We had fun with the movie marathon. What a talented musician. Apples are the most consumed fruit. She caught herself staring at him. Workers are constructing the building. Much obliged. He often goes for a walk in the park. Appreciates good music. Have you traveled the world? I take pictures with my camera. If you need money, I can lend you money. Have you tried the new restaurant in town? He said to me, I can't come to the party. The train will arrive in 5 minutes. If it rains, I will stay at home. I have a lot of free time and I don't know what to do. Tigers are the wildest animals in the jungle. They can't wait to visit the museum. He opened the door for his friend. If they don't make too many mistakes, they will win the match. I have to call my parents and let them know I'm going to be late. She used to take ballet lessons when she was little. You appreciate the little things. I challenged myself to run a marathon. He will start his new job next month. If I have enough money, I will buy a new car. The train will arrive in 5 minutes. He will play the piano at the concert. If you practice every day, you will improve your skills. If you study well, you will get good grades. The movie interests him. Should we study for the exam? We can't go to the party tonight. The yellow umbrella is larger than the red one. I will study for the exam tonight. As soon as the rain stops, we will go for a walk. I am God's beloved servant. He hates noisy places. They laughed at themselves for a stupid mistake. How peaceful. If it snows tomorrow, we can go skiing. They don't go to concerts, do they? It's making me burst into tears. When he saves enough money, he will buy a new computer. I have to call the plumber to fix the leaking faucet. He was fixing his car in the garage. The old building used to be a school. I hurt myself lifting weights. We had fun with the movie marathon. Do you know the girl who won the singing contest? I wish I had bought that book when I had the chance. He was jogging in the park. They were dancing at the party. The painting was made by a famous painter. Did you play football in high school? I watched that movie, my friends saw it too. He locked himself in his room. This is the most relaxing vacation I've ever had. She doubts his intentions. Had he ever traveled alone before his backpacking trip? If we have enough money, we will go shopping. If he had more friends, he would be happier. We had fun on vacation. I bought a new phone last week. They want to visit the beach. We sang songs at karaoke night. White snow is colder than yellow. They watch TV in the evenings. They were trying on different dresses in the store. He plays the piano every day. He was preparing dinner when the phone rang. He has to attend a business meeting in the morning. They walk to school together. I have a friend whose father is a doctor. We should book the tickets in advance, right? The concert starts at 9 o'clock. He wished he hadn't bought those expensive shoes. I might try a new restaurant for dinner. Yellow flowers are brighter than white ones. This is the most beautiful sunset I've ever seen. What a surprise! The photo I took on vacation is on my phone. The house was sold at a high price. He told me, I don't like horror movies. The Mona Lisa is the most famous painting in the world. He likes to watch comedy movies. They can't solve the puzzle, can they? We used to gather as a family during the holidays. I will be able to finish my work on time. She was knitting a sweater for her sister. We watched the movie twice. You can't pass the exam if you don't study. If I were a scientist, I would invent a cure for all diseases. We watched a football match on TV. I watch movies when I'm bored. They can't speak Spanish, can they? Is this the restaurant where we had dinner last night? The room lacks natural light. We may have to postpone the trip. The movie was too long and I got bored. You must be kind to others and treat them with respect. They are building a sand castle on the beach. They can go to the beach tomorrow. If it's sunny tomorrow, we can have a picnic. You should drink plenty of water to stay hydrated. I wish I didn't have to wake up early. What a beautiful day. Lions are the strongest animals in the jungle. Is there enough space in the car for all luggage? If he calls, tell him I'm busy. The train leaves at 9. We will have dinner at a fancy restaurant. I'll finish cooking dinner soon. He played video games all day. If you eat too much, you will get sick. He easily forgets everything. He didn't attend the meeting, did he? The movie was too scary for me to watch it to the end. He is writing a letter to his best friend. The bus will soon arrive at the stop. Our teacher standing at the front of the class is our new English teacher. Can you lend me your car for the weekend? We traveled to a different country. It may snow tomorrow. He has a strong work ethic. If you need anything, just let me know. We will celebrate our anniversary in a fancy restaurant. There are not enough seats in the theater. We're going to watch a movie at home tonight. You haven't finished your work, have you? I'll call you back when I'm done with my meeting. He used to work in a factory, but now he has his own business. I used to study French, but now I'm learning Spanish. They must be hungry. Let's prepare some food. Everyone ate the cake. We will have dinner at a fancy restaurant. What a delicious pizza. When the sun goes down, the sky turns orange. The house they build is quite large. When I have free time, I like to go for a walk. The boy whose bike was stolen reported the situation to the police. He needs to be prepared for his presentation tomorrow. Appreciates good music. He needs to be prepared for his presentation tomorrow. Sarah can play the piano and her brother can also play the piano. You like to read books, don't you? They prefer the coast to the mountains. There is very little time left to finish the task. He won't be coming to the party if he has other plans. The view of the hotel we stayed in was very beautiful. If you need help, just ask me. English is easier than French. It belongs to my sister. He always wears a suit to work. I am very pleased. He was watching a movie on his laptop. She doubts his intentions. We need to buy more food. There isn't enough food in the fridge. They laughed at themselves in the video. The room was cleaned by the hotel staff. Can you order pizza for dinner? He sleeps in his room. He has little opportunity to showcase his talent. He said to me, "I can't come to the party. Have you seen this movie before?" The man speaking to the police is a witness. "Can you fix the leaky faucet?" He had finished his work before the meeting began. He cut himself while shaving. The dog barking in the garden is annoying. It may rain later today. He needs to be prepared for his presentation tomorrow. I wish I had met you earlier. They walked to school together. They studied English for a long time. My family goes to work by bus. As soon as we put on our swimsuits, we can go swimming. If I had a camera, I would take pictures of the sunset. I won't be able to attend the meeting tomorrow. This is the shop where I bought my new shoes. I was waiting for the bus at this stop. What a beautiful song. I am currently reading a book. My cousin likes to take pictures. It bores me. He listened to music with his headphones. There may be a misunderstanding. He used to paint as a hobby. The room was cleaned by the hotel staff. What time does the movie start? Asked. I am sure they will win the match. The teacher is explaining the lesson to the students. I studied for the exam. Can you turn the volume down, please? Too noisy. He doesn't speak French, does he? I don't like studying. My brother doesn't like it either. The book has been translated into multiple languages. If it snows tomorrow, we can go skiing. He wants to visit London and I want to visit him too. He can play the guitar very well. He goes to bed early. He has great talent. What a fascinating place. He can run fast. He studied Spanish for 3 years. The blue whale is the largest mammal on the planet. He said to me, I want to visit Paris. We blamed ourselves for the misunderstanding. The picture was hung on the wall. If I were a scientist, I would invent a cure for all diseases. My sister likes to read novels. You look like your father. If he had more friends, he would be happier. When it rains, I like to stay home and read a book. I watched that movie, my friends saw it too. I am currently watching a TV program. I can go shopping for new clothes. He always wears a hat. The teacher who teaches math is very strict. Before becoming a writer, she worked as a teacher. He could start his own business. He reminded himself to go grocery shopping. His apartment is smaller than mine. We were passing through the countryside. We will have a meeting in the afternoon. They visited their grandparents' house. We relaxed ourselves with ice cream. I will be able to finish my work on time. We were watching the sunset on the beach. We used to gather as a family during the holidays. The song I heard on the radio got stuck in my tongue. The course was taught by a qualified teacher. My sister is the tallest person in our family. Before becoming a writer, she worked as a teacher. I found my lost keys. If I don't catch the next bus, I'll be late. He blamed himself for the accident. I want to meet new people. I want to travel the world. He had finished his work before the meeting began. This is astonishing. I need to buy my sister a birthday present. I read that book and my friends did too. I burned myself while cooking dinner. I love chocolate. This is the most beautiful sunset I've ever seen. The baby is crying in his crib. You can't pass the exam if you don't study. They drank too much coffee and couldn't sleep. If they invite us, we should bring a gift. If the weather was sunny, we would go to the beach. The doctor who treated me was very kind. The restaurant we always go to has great pizza. We had fun on the beach. Heartwarming. There are so many dishes to wash after the party. He listens to music in his spare time. This movie is better than the previous one. I used to be afraid of spiders, but not anymore. If I had more free time, I would learn to cook. He wrote a poem. The picture was greatly appreciated by the visitors. The hummingbird is the smallest bird in the world. We are having lunch at noon. They will travel to Europe in the summer. They didn't visit their grandparents, did they? I wish I didn't have to wake up early. If it rained, we would watch movies at home. We must hurry or we will miss the train. Can draw beautiful pictures. The white flowers are more fragrant than the yellow ones. We had visited that city many times before we decided to move there. I taught myself to code. We recognize the problem. Sarah can play the piano and her brother can also play the piano. We have enough supplies for the camping trip. I went to New York and my cousins were there too. Drink plenty of water if it's hot. He cooked dinner for the family. She needs to organize her wardrobe. The children were playing hide and seek. Is there enough food for everyone at the party? They were rehearsing for the school play. He wishes he could swim like a fish. It's too cold to go out without a jacket. If you practice every day, you will improve your skills. If he's late, we'll start without him. I used to take guitar lessons, but I quit. They were laughing at a funny video. The book was borrowed from the library. We just arrived at the beach. They are painting together. I am studying for my English exam. The book I lost was my favorite book. Do you like playing video games? If there is a lot of traffic, we will leave early. The lioness is the most skilled hunter among the big cats. We can barbecue in the backyard. They pushed themselves to the limit. I take pictures with my camera. What a funny joke. The room was cleaned by the hotel staff. I wish I didn't have to wash the dishes. He will be able to pass the exam by working hard.